Alright everybody, here we go. Before we get into the tabletop review, just giving you some just basic examples of what the RAT Model 2, the little brother of the RAT Model 1, can do. Even though it's a little guy, EDC size, I mean it's going to be able to do all the things that its big brother can do, just on a smaller scale. But I mean, it feels very comfortable in my hand. Slices like crazy, this wood. You can see all these shavings I'm getting here. Gonna feather really, really well. Do all that kind of stuff. And just really dig what this little guy can do for us. It feels good in my hand. Feels comfortable. I mean, the RAT Model 1 will fill out my hand a little bit more, feel a little bit better. But I mean, that's pretty good for woodwork with the RAT Model 2. Alright, here we go, doing some more field testing, backyard testing, EDC testing of the RAT Model 2. Just kind of do what this knife is designed to do. Let's see here. It's going to slice through packaging with ease. Boom. This thing slices really, really well for such a little blade. Does a great job, cuts in well. You can just see there how well it's just slicing, putting this cardboard to ribbons. Let's see here. This thing's just slicing, just cutting like crazy through this cardboard. Oh yeah, holding an edge really, really well. You just see there, boom, just slicing through that cardboard still. And holding a really good edge after brutalizing it. And just keep, I mean, this is like, I've done way more stuff than this with this blade. This is just for you guys to see. I mean, it's doing a great job. And it's still razor sharp. The RAT Model 2. Hey there everybody, welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. I am super excited today to give you this new offering for 2013, the Ontario RAT Model 2. It's the baby brother of the RAT Model 1 folder. We'll take a look at the comparison here in a moment. It's basically, honey, I shrunk this knife and gave you this knife. So that is what Ontario has done for us, because the RAT Model 1 is a fantastic budget wilderness tactical blade, but not really ideal for EDC because of how large it is and heavy it is. So they shrunk it down, gave us an EDC version, exact same everything, just smaller. So this is what we're going to be looking at. Give you the basic specs for you. We're looking at a 7-inch overall knife with a 3-inch blade, 4-inch handle, weighs 2.7 ounces, made out of AUS 8 steel. In Taiwan. Those are the basic specs for you. This baby is an awesome little budget EDC blade. Let's jump on into it. You got a 3-inch blade up here with a 2.75-inch cutting surface. So you got that little blank spot, says Model 2 AUS 8 right there. They only come in either satin or blacked out finish right now with no serrations. Just the plain edge is what they're offering us at this moment. They may come with a serrated version later on. This is full flat grind. I love that type of grind. Razor hair popping sharp out of the box, guys. I mean, this thing is just, I could shave all day long. I'm not even putting any effort into that. And you can just see there, boom, just shaved crazy amounts of hair. And it's going to hold its edge well, because with this model, the AUS 8 is Rockwell hardness 57 to 59, which is actually a little bit bigger margin than, say, SOG or Cold Steel AUS 8. Their AUS 8 goes from 57 to 58. This is 57 to 59. So you're going to get at least the same edge retention, if not possibly even a little bit better, which is a great budget steel. Great belly, great blade shape. You're going to do a lot of EDC tasks and be able to slice open things. I mean, just do every EDC task that you would need. This blade shape is going to extremely excel at it with that modified, just slightly drop point design. Nice thin blade, so you're just going to cut through stuff really easy. I would say a delicate tip, but not too delicate. Not as delicate as maybe, say, like a Kershaw Leak or maybe some of those other knives. Not quite that delicate, but it is definitely, you're going to be able to get in there, do your detailed work. So overall, I mean, just a fantastic design. Can't complain about that blade at all, particularly for the price point. We'll get to that in a minute. Going on to deployment, we got thumb studs on either side, so it is totally ambidextrous. They are above the handles there, which is awesome. Really nice, large, pronounced, far away from the handles so you can grab it. I don't even have to flick my wrist. Boom, it's open. Almost faster than a Kershaw open assist or a SOG open assist. Boom. I can do this all day long, flipping it open and closed. It's going to do great regardless if you're left or right-handed. The deployment is fantastic, super smooth and buttery smooth in my opinion, with those brass or bronze, I always forget, bushings in there, so they're nice and strong, going to last the test of time. So the deployment, superb from the RAT Model 2. Well, let's go ahead and go on to lock up. We got a liner lock in here. It is definitely thinner than the original. You can see here how beefy the original is. Boom, that's nice and thick. This is definitely thinner, but on par with most other liner locks we're going to see. And again, this is an EDC blade. We're not taking this into a tactical situation. The lockup is superb. No wiggle left, right, up, and down. And there's no flexing on that liner lock. Hits dead center, doesn't jam over too far left or right. So I have complete confidence in that liner lock for all the tasks that I would be using this RAT Model 2 for. Let's go ahead and go to feel of your hand. How it feels in your hand. I wear large size gloves. Feels pretty good. Fills it out nice. Been carrying it around, cutting some stuff. Nice control. You got awesome thumb ramp and jimping. That is superb. You're going to bite in well in your finger. Got that big blank spot, so if I wanted to choke up, I could do some detailed whittling, carving, things like that. I could hold it that way, or I can just back up here, back to where we're at, doing our thing. Fills out my hand well. My pinky's not falling off. I would say that overall, this feels much better in my hand, the large, just because of how much bigger it is, and I can kind of get a better grip on it. But again, this is an EDC blade. So for an EDC knife, this feels awesome in my hand for the size and for the weight. I mean, under 3 ounces, insane for the price, and we're going to get to that again in a minute. The liners are steel liners, which is awesome, gives you extra strength, but they're not milled out, and you still get 2.7 ounces with that pillar construction. That is awesome. Super lightweight. That's only 0.2 ounces lighter than the well-known Spyderco Delica 4. This is only 0.2 ounces less. This is 2.5, this is 2.7. So almost identical, and those are almost identical in every way, shape, and form, and we'll kind of look at a comparison of that here in a moment. You got Zytel handles. They're screwed in here on either side. They have a little bit of texturing. I mean, it's better than, say, this Leak with the steel, but this Spyderco, I would say, definitely has a better texture on it. So, I mean, middle of the road, which is nice because it will not tear up your pocket if you're carrying an EDC, and you get wearing your jeans and your Dockers and your dress pants. This is not going to trash your pocket, these Zytel handles scales, but they're nice and strong, going to last the test of time. Pocket clip is tip up, tip down, left or right, so totally ambidextrous blade. Great pocket clip, nice and strong, blacked out to match the handle. 3 little hex head screws, lanyard hole that's full size for paracord if you want to get paracord in there. I mean, guys, overall, the price point on this, 30 bones, 30 bucks, and you're going to get a knife of this quality. Pretty mind-blowing. I know that they could definitely compete with SOG, Cold Steel, and in my opinion, except for the quality of steel, this VG10 steel that the Spyderco Delica 4 has is definitely a better steel. But in comparison to that, these blades work they're very similar, only 0.2 ounces heavier with this guy. The actions, deployment, the razor sharpness, full flat grind for both. I mean, this is basically, you could buy 2 of these RAT Model 2s for the price of this Delica 4. Now, I still love my Delica 4, don't get me wrong, but that is a great blade for about 30 bucks. You really can't go wrong. To show you side by side here, also with the Big Daddy, if you're wondering, here it is. I'm going to try and line these up perfectly aligned so you can get a visual, if we can here. I mean, it's definitely a bigger blade, the RAT Model 1. It's definitely a larger knife, but you can carry this either for your self-defense or wilderness pocket knife, and you can carry this baby for around town. Boom. You spend 60 bucks out the door for both knives. You got a large and small pocket knife. That's a great collection, in my opinion, for budget knives that are going to last a lifetime, going to hold up well, very strong, very durable. So I highly recommend either the RAT Model 1 or what this review is all about, the RAT Model 2. Can't go wrong for an EDC blade. Great little budget blade. So, thanks for watching. Stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.